everyone, my name's Jenna, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the waterfront of my hometown, Redondo Beach, California. We'll be looking over the history of Kings Harbor and Seaside Lagoon and talking a bit about how these areas are in need of massive improvements if the waterfront is going to remain a center point of the community during a climate-changed world. Seaside Lagoon is an enclosed swimming area in Kings Harbor that was created in the 1960s. The water for the lagoon is kept warm by recycled ocean water that has been piped in to cool the turbines of steam-generating power plants nearby. The warm water is then chlorinated before being pumped into Seaside Lagoon and dechlorinated before being cycled back into the ocean. Water quality has been an issue despite the introduction of new filtration systems. Elevated bacteria counts in the water flowing out to the ocean increased in 2005 and became a serious problem by 2006. Fines from water regulators began to pile up, and $150,000 worth of them between 2002 and 2008. This is just one of the many financial issues the area has faced over the years. In 2012, a brand new $1.2 million main building was built, but the water quality and local ecology has yet to be further improved. Redondo Beach Revitalization Project has a website which includes archives dating back to 2014. Most of the reporting is on real estate and homeowners rather than local ecology issues. Currently, renovations are on hold due to the recent environmental impact report requesting more data from developers. So for this portion of the video, I'm going to show some footage that I took when I visited home of the waterfront, and I'm going to comment on the two main aspects that I'm looking at here, which are the bike paths and the parking situation. So here you can see the bike path runs parallel to the shore, and there's no turning lanes to go anywhere near the actual shoreline. So for leisurely travel along the shoreline, the entire view is just an empty parking lot, which doesn't support, any kind of aesthetic or any kind of human vitality when people are trying to connect to nature. And instead, like in this clip, they are being interrupted by cars, and then the traffic, we were stopped as the bikes passed. It was just not very cohesive. Here you can see that the majority of the shoreline is an asphalt parking lot. There are almost no native plants in the area, and it is noticeably hotter in the summer months. Access to restaurants in the marina is extremely inaccessible by bike unless you're a seasoned local, and even then, it's quite dangerous. Here you can see the area surrounding Seaside Lagoon, and in my opinion, it's extremely underutilized. There's a lack of public rest areas, and the pathway along the marina is isolated and does not flow well with the rest of the area. Although the waterfront is highly developed, it is truly a part of the community and should flow like any other ecosystem. A huge improvement will be multi-level parking. Nearby cities have above-ground parking that is both aesthetic and functional. The Redondo Beach Pier has underground parking where the bike path flows almost seamlessly between both pedestrians and cars. It stays incredibly cool throughout the summer, a huge contrast to the flat asphalt of Kings Harbor. Rising sea levels definitely need to be taken into account, but the rush of cold air and echoes of the ocean had me thinking about creating a structure that harnesses sea breeze as its natural air conditioning. In conclusion, my vision for the future of the waterfront is one that enhances the well-being of both humans and local ecology. Vertical parking is a must, which would open up huge opportunities for a variety of parks and pathways. A native plant garden would solve the issue of the asphalt heat island while providing habitat to dozens of species. I imagine a place where the family can grab a hot dog on a stick at the pier, stroll through the native plant garden, and rest on a carbon-negative bench to watch the pelicans dive after sardines in the sunset. Redondo Beach is a magical place, and we have the resources and imagination to preserve it for generations to come. Thank you.